Hey everyone, I am the Bookworm here, and today I want to talk about the new Harry Potter TV show and what I think they should do instead. Because I am important. Anyways, um, I think that instead of trying to remake the movies, they should instead do one about the parents. Anyone who's read the book, the movies, they sort of leave out a lot of stuff about this, but if you read the books, you can tell that the parents basically have their own stories going on, like how Harry's parents met, how the Weasleys met, all the like how Remus, the werewolf guy, how he was friends with James and everybody. That could easily in itself be its own TV show, especially watching them grow up, and you don't even have to do any work. It's already written for you. You just sort of fill in some of the blanks, pop it together. You're good, you know? And yeah. Or you could also do a TV show about the lore, the Hogwarts lore. So you see, Hogwarts is very interesting because it came out during the witch trials. In the Harry Potter universe, there was a giant witch trial thing that happened in the Middle Ages, even though in real life the witch trials were sort of different, but we're going off of the usual mainstream idea of the witch trials where wizards and witches were being persecuted and they didn't really have anywhere to go. If you read the Harry Potter books, you see that a lot of the wizards who go to Hogwarts, they either live in Hogsmeade or they live somewhere else where it's mostly a Muggle population. There's not a lot of wizard populations actually in Britain. They're very, very small. So, Hogwarts, when the founders first made it, they wanted it to be a place where all the wizards and witches could feel safe. And then what happened was that when they started splitting up, Gryffindor, that guy, he wanted it to be a military school. Ravenclaw wanted it to be more academic. She only wanted the smart people to come in. And Slytherin wanted everyone to be a pure blood because he was worried about the half muggles, half bloods, whatever Malfoy calls Hermione, mudbloods. He was worried the mudbloods would try to rat them out or something. So Hufflepuff, this is actually interesting. Hufflepuff was actually the one who called everyone out on their bullshit and was like, hey, wasn't this school made for everybody originally? And they're all like, yeah, but we want our school to be our way. You know, we only, like, Gryffindor was like, I only want military people in my school. And Ravenclaw was like, I only want smart people in my school. And then Slytherin was like, I only want purebloods because I'm really racist. Because I had to fight humans or something. So then Hufflepuff's like, well, I'm getting everyone else that you guys don't accept because I believe this is bullshit. So I think they could do an entire series based off of the four founders. You could even like have Merlin there. I think Merlin, after the school was made, he was a Slytherin. So you could do a whole series on that. I don't really know. I mean, I do know why they want money, but I just don't feel like. I feel bad for these child actors because they're going to have to compete with their counterparts, and everyone's always going to be comparing this to the movies. And I'm just thinking, it probably would just be easier if they did their own thing with the TV show and expanded the lore instead of just trying to remake the movies again. And it would be cool to see like an older version of Hogwarts, an older version of like, oh, why is there this staircase that keeps making all the kids late to school? And then it's like the Ravenclaw lady is like, well, I thought it would be really, really cool if we did this. And maybe, because everyone always has all these questions about why is Hogwarts so wonky and weird and why doesn't Dumbledore do anything about it. But if you read the books, it's actually not everything is his fault. He's usually dealing with other people, and like the Death Eaters in the movies, it's like, oh, why does she have not Death Eaters? What are they called? The people who are creepy with no faces, who try to eat their souls. He that was not his idea, having them go to the school. That was like the Ministry of Magic And you see that behind the scenes in the books that the Ministry of Magic is usually the one making things really dumb and stupid. And that some of the parts in Hogwarts that just don't make any sense were actually caused by the founders because they made the school in the first place to suit their tastes. So they could easily make a whole TV series based off of that. And that's what I think they should do. And obviously, J.K. Rowling is totally going to hear what I'm saying and is going to give me $1 billion to make this into a TV series because they're totally going to care what a bookworm thinks. Anyways, that's all I have to say about it. Yeah.